Me. I am a memoir. I said a memoir. The meaning of Mariah Carey.
Hello, Emily. Welcome back to Me. I Am a Memoir. The meaning of Mariah Carey out of the regular verse. It is a blessed place to be. Oh, this is fab. That is posh. No longer posh, low, and fab.
No. No
Those
more for
people
this
are
year.
dead to us now.
Yeah.
I have never hated anything so much as I did the last 3 weeks of my life.
Oh my God.
I can't believe people were offended about how much I hated it on the internet. I'm like, I don't care. It was awful.
Oh my God.
I don't know her.
I feel like as that episode went on too, you made me hate it more too. It was infectious.
It just became, I was like, oh, what is this one? Oh, another one. Another incessant regularity. Anyway, we are out of the regular verse. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Or she who shall not be named.
There will be one thing that does come up in a Mimi moment.
Oh, don't ever. Well, if you've teased it now, we might as well get it out.
Have to.
By the way, this episode we will be reading a book again.
We're going back to the origins.
Oh, we're going back to the origins of this podcast with a weighty tone by Mariah Carey and Michaela Angelis Davis. And
You still can't say her name, can you?
I still can't say her name properly. But before we get into that, it's time for Mimi Moments.
Mimi moments.
It's so nice to have Mimi moments rather than
thank God,
Prolo
because
moments.
those fucking Prolo moments gave me, like, seriously, my algorithm is dead.
It's just
Like
all
every
dear Ben.
day, I'll just open my phone and there will be, stuns in a low cut, blah, blah, blah. Out with Ben in a blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care what someone's wearing. Like, my Mariah news is never about what she's got on.
No, well, 'cause
unless
that's because I do it. But
No, but unless it's in a pool. I think the only
Yes.
time her outfit is mentioned is if she's submerged in
I think
said outfit.
they do have those kind of articles, but they also have other articles.
Yes.
So I just ignore those ones.
Yeah,
and go
but they're
straight for
the only
meat.
ones I get fed. And now for some reason
Right.
Dakota Johnson has entered my feed. I'm like, what?
Is she
Quite like
regular?
her as an actor, but I don't care what she's wearing.
Oh my God, are you ready?
I have braced myself.
I'm going to fill you to the brim of Mimi moments. So we have some new certifications.
What?
I know, Can't Let Go and I Don't Want to Cry are now gold. My All is 2 times platinum, and the number one's album collection moment is 6 times platinum. Thank you
6
very
times
much.
platinum for number
Even
one.
with those couple of songs we don't need. Now, as Twitter crumbled this month, Mariah declared that it was over by saying "K bye," only to revive it single-handedly the next day.
I
with a
know,
simple
I
hi.
enjoyed that.
I was like, if Mariah's gone, this ship has sunk. And she's in her dress. We're sunk in her ocean, in her bathroom.
Yeah. Dress in the bathroom.
Now, like all of us, Mariah has mourned the loss of Irene Cara.
Oh, don't.
I
It was
know.
a devastating moment. And do you know what's weird? So I heard about it when I was driving between Melbourne and Sydney. And it hit me really hard. And I pulled over to buy some apples on the way home in Gundagai.
You needed to
as
eat those
do.
feelings. You
Had
feel an
feelings to
apple
eat. So I bought this massive bag of apples, and where I went to buy them, it was one of those roadside ones where you just put the cash in. It's like an honor system. And they had a little radio there, and oh my Lord, what was playing but What a Feeling.
Yeah. It actually played. I was at a drag show, and a remix of What a Feeling came on. I don't know if they knew because it was pretty fresh, so I don't know if someone's got it on their phone and gone, quick, play Irene, or if it was just because it's a gay bar and that's what happens.
They always do that. You know, Fame was my go-to karaoke song for a very long time.
It's a good
Baby, look at me.
Yeah. Tell me what you
It's
see.
my number one lyric.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Give me, look at me.
What do you say? Now, Mariah has almost had a wardrobe malfunction. I can't speak.
Oh, my God.
But then, thankfully, didn't.
Yes, because
That's
there were
the
18 people
story.
standing around her.
And she was like, but I'm going to sing about it anyway. Remember that time I didn't have a wardrobe malfunction? That's my new hit single. Hits.
Oh my God! It
Should have worn a
was
shirt.
I honestly would pay good money to go to a concert where Mariah just sang to whatever was playing.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much our interludes that I do. It's just...
But it's just like she's just like you just go. She still sings amazingly well. Like it's stunning.
Sometimes she's more relaxed doing.
Yeah,
just
I
making
think
up
so.
whatever.
When it's like, I don't have to remember it.
No,
It's just out of the box.
I'll just say this. I put some inflections here. We're good. Sold.
She was amazing. I was like, oh, I wish I'd been at that gig. That looks like fun.
Right. I think I didn't cover that, but I think it was some kind of Moe moment.
Oh yeah, Moe and Shandon thing. Some sort of event that they were holding.
Yeah. Now, it has been determined that only one creature on this earth has a bigger vocal range than Mariah Carey, and that's bats.
Bats.
According to science, which I think
Leathery
is...
winged bats.
Yes.
As opposed to her
in the
nemesis,
regular-verse.
leathery faced women
Oh my God.
who came to singing late.
Their thing is something different. Now, according to science, which I believe is similar to math, apparently bats can hit notes across 7 octaves against Mariah's 5, which is often incorrectly reported to be 8, but that's like not humanly possible. Further investigation shows that a regular person may have married a former Batman in the hopes that she could gain a little in her top notes and also her bottom and middle notes.
I think you'll find bats, while they have all of those notes, are not very melodic. So I think she's barking up the wrong tree.
Wow.
Unsurprising. Speaking of not melodic, back to the regular verse. No.
Yeah. No, literally, speaking of she who must not be named is my next line. There has
Lodemort.
Yeah. Before we get into any festive moments, which we also have, there has been some movement on a story covered in the regular verse, which we cannot ignore. And that is the fact that 2 of our predictions came true.
Yes.
Not only is she releasing a follow-up to that album
that we had to suffer through for weeks on end.
She has, in news that made me cry laugh at 2 a.m. on the couch, and actually send a tweet for you to wake up to. She has announced that she has indeed recorded Dear Ben Part 2. When it happened, I was like, are we manifesting
My mouth
this?
watering and not in the good way.
I really think we may have created this monster.
Did we manifest this?
I think so. Which is very different to Mariah festing. That's fun.
Yeah, I don't want to regular fest something.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Where do you go after such a hit as Dear Ben?
As Dear Ben. Such an
how do you follow
execrable
that
piece
up?
of shit as Dear Ben. I think what you do is just maybe they just recorded her squeezing out an actual big number 2.
Oh my God.
Just,
He'd be filming it because she needed to give him a gig because he's a director. I don't think she does her own instrument. I think she has people come in and take care of it overnight. But I know we don't usually get
the same people who pull the undies out of her ass. They're the
yes,
the stuff that she has.
Oh my God, I know we don't normally get regular, but that was just too good to ignore.
Oh yeah, no, we needed to update people on the regularity, especially when we spent 3 weeks not knowing what was going on, and realistically, we did know.
Yeah,
because it happened on the Monday that we released. You could have warned us.
I know,
Jennifer.
She didn't wipe Instagram quite hard enough.
No,
which is actually what she said to the staff that wipes her ass. But you didn't wipe hard enough. It's a big booty. I have a song about it. Wipe bigger, broader.
Toilet paper all around your hand.
God. 3-ply. I'm not on the 6 anymore. Now, we do have... Sorry. What is happening?
I don't know.
The regularity has infiltrated and it's ruined us.
Has infiltrated. It's infested. We've got a virulent strain of regularity going on here.
But we do have some festive moments.
Festive.
So this will bring us back in.
Thank God. From festering into festive.
Yes, exactly.
From festering regularity to festivities.
It's a different kind of FF than our listeners are probably used to. But although similar, that can be festive with reindeer.
Don't bring that up again. I can't
There's going to be so many bleeps. There's going to be so many bleeps. Now, Mariah has lovingly slagged off a Lamley member on Twitter after she tweeted asking what song or two other than Christmas songs would we like to most hear her perform on her Christmas special. After Lamb responded with 87 songs, including Christmas ones, Mariah stated that wasn't the assignment. But it's love. We love everybody.
As long as I get ding-a-ling-a-ding-dong-ding, I'm happy.
Yeah. That's not the first time you've said that. Now, what is happening today? We're revolting.
You're broken.
I am. In some festive legal news, Mariah has not...
legal news. Gung gung. Ching 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 ching. Gung gung. Law and Order.
It's just it's that.
Unit.
It's the same intro, just with Mariah riding around on a sleigh and some jingle bells. Ching, 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 ching. I can't scream today. In some festive legal news, Mariah has not been legally crowned the Queen of Christmas, but who the fuck cares? Because we all know she is, including Dolly Parton, who has made it so.
Yes,
and Mariah
Dolly says that it's true.
Exactly. Mariah has said that she's the queen of everything.
I thought was weirdly reported because everyone was like, oh, she can't call herself the Queen of Christmas anymore. It's like, no. She can't stop anyone else from calling themselves the Queen of Christmas. Like, that was the whole thing. It was to stop other people calling themselves the Queen of Christmas. And anyone can call themselves the Queen of Christmas, as can Mariah. And she shall continue to do so.
And should. And we will also.
She is the Queen of Christmas.
Mariah, also, because she's the Queen of Christmas, showed up in a crown tiara moment to perform at the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade thingamajiggy.
Yes.
With Rock and Rory Diva dancing up the back. And even better, was introduced by everyone's best friend, Hoda.
Hoda. You love Hoda.
We love Hoda. She's just my best friend. We drink wine together. We also had...
Does Kathy Lee come over or is she not invited
she's
anymore?
Retired, I think.
Oh. But not from wine drinking.
Oh, well, no. That's why she retired from work, to just have more wine time. We also had some more Thanksgiving moments with Mariah taking us around the table to talk to everyone in her life about...
Before that, can we talk about the much reported auto cue? Which...
Oh, yeah. I only came across this last night because a lot of it was the quote-unquote miming, which is why I said perform and not sing.
Well, she's outdoors in the open. There was
it's pretty much accepted that everyone, except Kelly Clarkson, because she won't, mimes in that show.
And Kelly's just yelling over the top of things.
Exactly. She's like, I don't need a microphone. I'm from Texas. But literally everyone else...
to hit her in the face with the microphone. Whoops.
Oh, yeah. That's why she doesn't use them anymore.
But no, so there was a lot of that going on. And I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, I can't believe she had to have the lyrics for that up on the screen. I was like, well, I think that was for everybody.
Yes.
Like, she would know it. But also, she's got 15 albums of songs that she has to remember. Yeah. Like, she can be excused.
I don't remember the lyrics to anything.
No.
Except Mariah songs.
And then my friend Matt in England's like, well, Cliff Richard wouldn't need the auto cue. I was like, yes, but unlike Mariah, Cliff doesn't have much else going on than having to remember things.
Yeah. And I mean, we all remember the Lord's Prayer, Cliff. So.
Yes.
But A lot of, like, Barbara Streisand uses it on your concerts.
Yeah.
No.
It's also for the other people. It's not just for Mariah.
Yes, they had to
like
single,
it's
even
for,
though they should know it. They should know
it's
it.
for the dancers. Like, are they up to the right spot? Rock and roll, they're dancing along. Are they up to the right spot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mariah.
No, she wasn't even looking at it.
No.
She just was looking at beauty. Her own beauty is what she was looking at. At Thanksgiving, Mariah did take us around the table to everyone in her life to talk about the lack of anointed greens.
I know, the anointed greens were not in evidence.
Anointed greens.
She was
Even
out of
MAD, our best
control.
friend. We also found out Mariah has released some festive bath gifting at Walmart.
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw this.
So
Amazing.
I think we're going to have a little trip.
To Walmart?
Just to get a candle, some bath, body wash.
Are we allowed to bring them back into the country? They could be banned substances.
They're too festive. You can't.
They're too festive. They cannot be returned. They can only be used in winter, and it's summer in Australia, so just going to have to leave it behind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We'll just have to move to America then, I guess.
Yeah.
Because between that and the cookies, why are we still in Australia?
The cookies. When am I getting my cookie?
I know.
I want my cookie. I want my bath bomb. When am I getting my business?
It's ridiculous.
When am I getting my McDonald's festive meal?
Yes, I forgot about that.
That was last Christmas. Oh, my God. How long have we been doing this podcast?
I know. For 5 million years. The book ended. She's written a whole other book.
The book ended. We've done all the albums.
Mariah is
Why can't
also,
we be stopped?
I think they're trying. I think that's why we're saying so many horrific things. We're trying subconsciously to put an end to it. Now, Mariah is putting on a virtual concert on Roblox, I think it is.
Oh, I know. I've got to get Roblox now to work out how to watch it.
What on earth is it? It's got something to do with rock and roll, but I have no idea what it actually is. So if you have insight, please.
Roblox is like a virtual kind of like world where you build. So it's like Lego-y. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it. I've never used it. Do you want me to download it now and I'll jump on? No, I'm not going to download it.
And lastly, we could be hanging out with Mariah because there is a competition to visit Mariah's New York penthouse. Through Booking.com, Mariah has set up her ultimate holiday experience, which includes a 3-night stay at the Plaza, darling, a cocktail hour and Christmas card photo shoot at Mariah's home, and tickets to her Merry Christmas to All concert.
What?
She's opening up the doors to the shoe drobe.
We must go.
We have to, so we can get a little Chrissy card photo. I'm sure she probably won't be there.
Is it open to people in other countries?
I don't know how it works, to be honest. It wasn't clear. But if we can rig it, we will.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm in America.
Someone vote for us. Is there voting involved? Vote for us.
Yeah. No, we'll end up at another problematic house after all. They'll send us there.
Bring me on down.
All right, so let's break it on down. The book is The Christmas Princess by Mariah Carey and Michaela Davis, illustrated by Fuji Takashi. It's published by Henry Holt & Company, and you can get it an e-version, obviously, from Apple and Google and on Kindle and all that kind of thing. Plus, there's also, if you need a hard copy, which who doesn't, you can get that from all good bookshops and some disreputable ones. But also you can get it online at your online retailers, your Amazons, wherever. So yeah, go and grab a copy. If you need one to go through this poshnopsis, maybe you need to press pause until your book turns up.
Are you ready? So I'll poshnopsize sort of a little paragraph and then we'll
about the book.
Discuss about the book, not
all right. So do you need an introduction for the poshnopsizing?
Yeah, I think we should.
Ching, 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 ching. A poshnopsis, a poshnopsis. It's a festive Christmas book. Poshnopsis! Ching, 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 ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-dong, ding.
I was waiting for you to go into Law and Order.
Gung, gung.
All right. We start with a dedication to little Mariah.
Oh, little Mariah.
I know. Where current Mariah tells her she's wonderful, even though she doesn't have a regular name Jennifer. In this book, she says normal name like Julie, but we
normal
know
in inverted commas.
But we know it means regular, and we know Julie means Jennifer. It's not our first day. Mariah tells herself.
She knew about this podcast. I reckon Michaela's gone, maybe don't feed the regularity anymore. They've got enough fodder. They'll be beside themselves. They'll reach notes even you can't reach when they see that.
Yeah. They're like bats. Mariah tells herself that she's worthy of conditioner and shirts.
Oh my God, the conditioner.
And that she's proud of herself for still loving baby Jesus.
Good girl.
P.S. Now heaps of people have the name Mariah because of her, but it's still special, not regular.
Not regular.
It's not a regular name. We get an image of the shack, and the story begins. Mariah starts by dismantling the concept of time because it doesn't exist. We meet Pavarotti, aka Mike the Bird, Mariah's mum's two-faced parrot.
Two-faced parrot is amazing.
Two-toned as well. We also meet Mariah's mum, La Diva, or Patricia for short, who is always singing instead of talking because she's twice the singer everyone else is. And I don't think I ever call her La Diva again. It's Patricia from now on.
La Diva.
The three of them live together in the shack, which looks like a big vomit covered in dust. Lovingly furnished with calamity and dog hair. There are throwbacks. Anyway.
There are so many throwbacks in this book. It's nuts.
Also, the door has no lock, so when little Mariah goes poopies, anyone could walk right in.
Oh!
No! Oh, not the
she
poopies.
could be composing a huge number one for Gloria Estefan while doing a big number two.
And then people just walk in and ruin
Someone
it.
could just walk in.
In the middle of the shack, there are some stairs that are definitely not to code, and the nails often attack Mariah's tootsies because they're jealous of her talent. She named them Jennifer. They're named Jennifer. The one nice thing in the shack is a golden brown piano. The one nice thing in the shack is a golden brown piano which Mariah sits at to churn out hits that Ben Margulies will eventually steal. At this point, I'm just shading everyone. At this point, Mike the Bird screeches that it's time to brush the hair. We think that means Mariah will get her knotted hair tamed, but no. It's all about Mama Patricia.
Peggy Patricia needs her hair brushed.
So, I mean, are we seeing some parallels?
A little, just 1 or 7.
Just the entire story being her actual story. It is the picture book of the meaning of Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
We learn that Mariah lives in the attic, just like the Book of Shadows. And Mariah takes this opportunity. I'm an idiot. I know. And Mariah takes this opportunity to remind us all that she's a skinny legend. Because she's like, I slept in the attic, but I'm so thin.
There was no room for anything. It was really cramped. Well, it would have been if I wasn't so skinny.
Yeah. We then get a grim update on how many shirts Mariah has, and it's not many.
No.
But she does have a festive coat from Nana Della Reese, and of course, her flappy shoes.
Flappy shoes.
They make a return, a triumphant return, if you will.
Oh, her ice and her flaps, poor love.
Like Cinderella, Mariah has to do all of the chores, including cleaning Mike's birdcage, even though he's a total dick.
She has to wear a peg on her nose because it's
pegging,
my mouth's watering
awful.
again.
Who wants to go pegging at Christmas time?
Festive pegging.
Festive pegging.
Ding,
Thankfully.
ding, 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 ding. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, a ding-dong dong.
Yeah, I know. And when you say dong, you mean it. It's dong. Now, thankfully, there's one time of year when everyone comes together for the season premiere of Christine Lardy in Space. And also Christmas. I assume that's why families get together.
Christmas Lardy.
Oh, my God. Yes. Hello, my name is Christmas Larty. Yes. We need a Christine Christmas Larty latte. And you have to sing.
Can I have a Christmas latte for Christine Lardy? Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And leave some space, because in space. It needs to be able to not be in gravity. It needs to stay in the container.
What happened to this podcast?
I don't know. It's insane. This is why we need to take Christmas off.
Dude, we shouldn't have done this.
Oh my God. Christmas was the one time of year that Patricia would actually parent and even allow Mariah to sing Deck the Halls, even though Mariah is only half the singer she is. They would make hot cocoa and hide white chocolate in their flaps. It was quite festive.
Shoe flaps, you know.
I had to make it not the book because copyright, so I had to change it. To be clear though, the illustration depicts Patricia like Mariah's like she helped out. She's carrying a tray of hot chocolate while Mariah is scrubbing the floor.
Yeah,
like it's not right.
With a hanky on her head.
Exactly. Mariah was often left alone while her mother would go and sing for their supper, which is an old-fashioned term for hooking. But at Christmas time,
sex working. We don't use those.
I'm using humour.
It's not humorous. You can denigrating the oldest profession.
Much older profession.
Who came to singing later.
I don't know why. She just walked a lot of streets. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Okay. She might have been going to a dance class. Maybe not. Who knows? Never saw her in there. I don't dance.
And she was really good in Hustle. I could... One suspects. She had real life experience.
So Mariah, oh my God. So Mariah is out. So Mariah's mum, Patricia, she's out doing whatever. But at Christmas time, all the businessmen were home with their families. So the work dried up, leaving Patricia free to neglect her daughter in person.
Oh my God. This is problematic in a very specific way.
It's fine. It'll be fine. One Christmas Eve, though, Patricia went to the store to buy a candy cane, which is an old-fashioned term for meth. And that's when a DP...
That's not in there.
And that's when a DP of trouble showed up at the door.
DP of trouble. This is a kid's book. What happened to it?
This is not a kid's podcast. Like I said, I couldn't actually read the book. I had to posh and upsize it. And sometimes, to be hilarious, you have to be cutting edge.
Your interpretations are difficult. Anyway.
We're out here. So
she's gone to buy a candy cane.
And the DP of trouble. The DP of trouble showed up at the door. Now, we learned some other stuff. There was a grand white house at the top of a hill where a fancy French family lived. They spoke with English accents, which makes sense since, according to me, France is in England. Even though they were fancy, they had stinky cats and looked a bit like Rolf from The Sound of Music, if you catch my drift. Yes. The boy one thought he was a rock star, even though he couldn't sing or play an instrument. But he was pretty, so he had some success. His name was Jennifer.
Not Morgan.
The girl one had long straight hair and a fringe, so I immediately hate her because that sounds like a description of Patricia Arquette in Medium.
Fringe bangs.
They would tease little Mariah, but she didn't give two fucks because she could actually sing.
Yes.
But on this Christmas Eve, while her mother was out getting dubbed off at the shops, Mariah is attacked.
Mariah dubbed off at the shops has made a return.
Right? I had to bring it all back. While she's getting dubbed off, Mariah is attacked by the Aryan twins and their problematic comb, kicking over the tree and flipping their hair into a tornado, destroying all of Mariah's hard work.
Oh, a brother and sister that destroyed her life. This is a very familiar story.
Mariah hides under...
Are there any tea bags involved? Just a problematic
I didn't go there, if you're wondering. Mariah hides under the table and does some squealing while the kids call her a loser. But Mariah's amazing squealing actually conjures a snowstorm and appears to vaporize the French kids as they have completely disappeared in what I assume is magic and not a glaring plot hole. It was magic. It must have been magic. Mariah runs out of the shack and into the snow because a literal avalanche would be safer than that place. She dives into the
She
snow.
abandoned her home to the Aryan twins from up the hill.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Just checking.
But they're not there. We don't know where they are.
They've disappeared.
Because magic. Yeah. She dives into the snow and makes snow angels underneath the stars, a reference to the worst song on her best album.
Oh, hey. I like Underneath the Stars.
People are going to be like, how dare you?
It's summer, like, honey. You can't make angels underneath the stars. It's one summer night. Ugh.
If people get mad at me, they can nopsize themselves, you know? They can do their own nopsis. This is a posh nopsis. So, it does what it says on the label. As she looks at the stars, they turn into snowflake butterfly fairies.
Yeah, that's
lot. Right, one of which has been modelled after Mariah's future daughter.
Oh.
Did you know that? Yeah, one of them.
They're very diverse fairies.
They are. We love a diverse fairy.
Yeah.
Now, Mariah squeals some more, and the entire forest, including Patricia's magic mushrooms, begin to bust a move. I don't know why I decided that Patricia is on a lot of drugs for this, but I just, sometimes you just go with it.
She was a hippie. Remember, she was a hippie?
That's true. That's probably why.
Yeah.
And Mariah then dazzles them with her full moon.
Oh.
The snowflake. I don't know.
I mean, that is the drawing. That's what's happening.
Yeah. So I just wrote what I saw, you guys. The snowflake butterfly fairies do some magic and the whole forest is decorated. But then they decide to get the fuck out of there, leaving Mariah all alone in a scene that's incredibly reminiscent of the video for the Spice Girls' Viva Forever. It really is. I was like, is this like the Spice Fairies gonna come in? Probably without Posh. She was busy.
Busy.
Well, I'm here. I'm not this Posh, obviously.
The other Posh. Yeah.
I know people get us confused all the time. One of us can sing. Mariah hears some voices. It's probably her. Mariah hears some voices in the distance. They're pitchy, so she's not sure she should follow. But what choice does she have? Mariah correctly decides to run away from the horrible pitchy singing, but accidentally stubs her toe, which, as we all know, is the fucking worst, though still preferable to Dear Ben.
Original title, perfect.
Perfect. Well, it's just fucking perfect, isn't it? In the snow, imagine if that was a follow-up, Perfecta. Like perfecta. More perfecta.
More and better.
DP of perfect. In the snow, Mariah tries to fix her toe flaps and accidentally finds a heart-shaped stone, which she shelves quickly before the actual Nazis show up to steal it from her. They are marching and everything. It's not okay. I was like, why are they here? Mariah takes the stone. Why are they here? Mariah takes the stone and holds it tightly to her chest. It shoots out a beam of light and all her fear disappears. It takes her to a moist tree stump, which was Fab's nickname in high school. You're laughing because you can't deny it. You're like, oh, he's got a point.
Moist tree stump.
It's quite a word, isn't it? On top of it sits the book of... You're right. You're okay. The Book of Shadows opens and out comes the Butterfly Fairy Queen, another of Fab's nicknames in high school. You really got a roast here. She summons...
The Butterfly Fairy Queen looks very familiar.
That's actually what I say. I say she summons the other fairies and instructs them to create a big crowning ring for Mariah. I didn't say that was your nickname in high school. You're welcome.
The big crowning ring was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know. Then it couldn't be a joke, could it? Because it was true. Moist tree stump. Oh, God. Then the Queen declares Mariah a Christmas princess, and the Nazis celebrate. The image of the butterfly fairy queen is also eerily reminiscent of a grown-up Mariah, but I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
Coinkadink.
She probably just said, just draw someone really beautiful. You know?
Gung,
Just anyone you think of who's really beautiful, long, conditioned hair. You know, maybe a 5-octave range, not like them bats. Don't know. Not regular. I didn't come to it late.
Yeah, someone who's
it's a
not
beautiful,
pitchy.
yeah, it's a beautiful Christmas queen.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, the Queen of Christmas trademark, if you will.
The Queen of Christmas.
The gang head back to the shack, which has been tidied up, and Patricia appears to have returned home after an adequate dubbing.
At the shops.
At the shops. Mariah sits at the piano. That sounds like Eight of Ice, which is makes sense. Yeah. Mariah sits at the piano to play All I Want for Christmas Is You for a bunch of people we've never seen before. Plus our friend Michaela. Why do we do that every time? Yeah. Michaela Angela Davis, Michaelangela's Davis, and thus ends the story of the Christmas Princess. For now. Just for now. There'll probably be more, though.
There'll probably be more.
I mean...
A sequel. Little Mariah's got to have other adventures.
Little Mariah, we've just met.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot more sequels.
Oh, look, the brother and sister are back.
They are back. I had originally written that they never heard from again, but then they pop up back there.
Are they also older? Is that them as their older selves in front of... Are they...
I don't have it in front of me here.
Like... Is there two kinds? Like,
look, there's a lot going on in this book. I'm not going to sugarcoat. It's busy. It's a busy book.
I'm glad she gets on well with the Nazis now. They're friends.
Oh my God. Was it just me that saw that imagery?
No.
Okay, good.
No, they're totally Nazis.
She's getting political. She's like, Nazi. I've taken on Elon Musk. I can take on the Nazis now. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, the other one. That's probably their parents.
Oh, I see. Her French parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got, is Roro Diva in there as a fairy? Yeah, she's sitting on the piano.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say that could be based on Rock.
Yeah,
the kid in the sort of maroon shirt.
Yes.
And obviously we got Michaela
Patricia
next to, which one's, oh yeah, there she is. And maybe that's Nana Dolores in the corner.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, there's people watching through the window. That's terrifying.
Yeah, there's people looking in.
That's the best song off the best album.
It's a secret reference to the song Looking In.
Yes. Oh, my God. And outside as well, because they're outside.
Yeah, they're outside, yeah.
So she's just bringing it all together.
All right, so how do you feel about The Christmas Princess now that you've poshnopsicized it to death? And very unfairly, may I say.
I feel like,
given Patricia some terrible things to do.
Well, name one good Patricia thing that she's ever done.
Well, look, I've got to say, she made a great evil stepmother who was an actual mother. Like, that was... she was giving, evil stepmother Snow White vibes. She was. Which I was enjoying.
Did Patricia have dark hair in the
Yes.
I know her now as having sort of white hair.
Yeah, no, she had very dark hair. Well, the photo from, that was sitting on the mantle for a very long time of her and her epic divaness. Looking off into the middle distance with her dark hair.
I do feel like we needed some Nana Dolores.
We did need some Nana Dolores, as the spirit.
Pop in and check. Yes. Oh, the best.
She would have been so good. I did love the fact that we found out that La Diva was a mezzo soprano, just like someone else in real life.
The parallels. It's hard. You try not to draw comparisons. I don't
understand why the parrot was so mean and two-faced. Is it meant to be Iago from Aladdin?
Maybe. And it kind of just doesn't come back.
Yeah,
maybe
the parrot,
there's more to come.
Maybe there's a sequel with more parrot business.
Yes, origins of parrot origins.
I feel like the brother and sister were behaving like Morgan and Allison in the way they trashed the house, even though they look like some sort of Aryan ideal, or maybe they were like a combination of Morgan and Allison, but they looked like those.
The Mean Girls.
Yeah, remember the Tori Spelling bitches that invited her over to the house?
We love Tori Spelling.
Yeah, but they all looked like Tori Spelling. Those girls in my head, they were all Donna Martin.
It's like the little girl from The Simpsons. The newsreader.
Yes,
Kent Brockman, his daughter. Like that has to have been modelled after Tori Spelling.
Oh yeah, completely.
She is the same person.
Completely.
It should be voiced by her.
I love the snowflake, the diversity of snowflake.
Yes, fairies.
Fairy butterflies.
Yeah.
Snowflake, butterfly, fairy. Were they also princesses?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good.
You can't be a snowflake, butterfly, fairy without being a princess. That's just silly.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that is true. And I do like that in here there's no hereditary. You don't become a princess because you're born the daughter of a queen.
Yeah.
You have that bestowed upon you by the Queen of Christmas.
Yeah, Mariah
the
Carey.
princess title.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
I loved the Charmed references, which I'm sure were purposeful.
They were not Charmed references.
I was so happy when it came back later that there was a book because I'd already written. Yeah, I'd already written that.
You'd already
and then I was
referenced
like,
some sort of stupid book.
It's mad at her for taking a room.
And I love that advent calendar. That looks like fun with chocolates in it.
Oh, I would love an advent calendar right now. A whole one.
No, yeah, just a whole, just one,
a whole,
just one.
And the outside is chocolate as well.
Yeah,
the doors are edible.
I'm confused by the Shamey Shame boys who were dressed as Nazis.
I think that was maybe the one storyline that I got a little lost in.
Well,
Mariah was in the forest.
Yeah, I think it's I get what it's trying to say, that there's bad people who say horrible things to you.
Yes.
If your hair is not conditioned properly. But also I kind of like the moral of the story is that inside of those terrible people are nice people if you can just bestow upon them a gift of, just forgiveness and love.
Mariah.
From your heart stone that you projected into a book. If you can manage to get those confluence of things together,
all together,
you might be able to show the humanity beneath a crazy person.
Yes.
And they might turn out to be not so awful.
Do you think that from here, people like La Diva and the bird will start to appreciate Mariah and stuff more, or are we going to have more difficult stories for Mariah?
I suspect that someone is getting to a point in their life where they're probably not making much sense anymore, and she feels Mariah feels like she can say what she likes.
Oh my god!
She's like, "Yeah, Mum, whatever."
By someone you mean me?
No, I don't know. I feel like on a therapy level, Mariah's dealt with the mum stuff. And so, if Patricia reads this, she'll be like, well, you had a long time to treat me better.
Well, I wonder if because
Morgan loves me. He's the only one.
The only one. I do wonder because the references that we get are all the ones from the book. But now, talking about the Shamey Shame, I'm I wonder if that is a reference to something we don't know.
Yeah. Or is it just a reference to the hideous kids at school being assholes?
Maybe it's Tommy and Sony.
Maybe, yeah. That could be the Shamey Shame.
Yeah, and some Ben Margulies and some Lapalopus.
Yes.
Yeah. We've figured this out.
I know. What I am missing, though, is I was hoping to get some gunkles. I thought gunkles
nice.
were the spirit of Christmas. Yes. Or did the Shamey Shame boys get turned into gunkles?
Maybe that's, well.
Because they're all doing some kind of weird cosplay at the end where they're dressed as lollies.
Oh my God.
Ice cream cones on their heads and stuff.
That's got to be my outfit for this year.
One of them's, it looks like a Von Trapp.
And there is a lot of Sound of Music happening in this story.
But yeah, it's a fun, very strange, peculiar parable for, Mariah's entire life. Like the book, this feels like some sort of therapy. Like this feels like a exercising of demons.
Yes.
But just without the hot guy from Evil coming around to throw a rosary at you.
Oh, you've been watching Evil, haven't you? For Christine Lardy. Where are you up to?
I only just finished season 1.
Oh, so much fun ahead.
I am excited.
I do love that Christine Lardy's hair never changes, ever.
It never. Not
Never.
since Chicago Hope.
No, she's like, I have my style. And it's funny because it's like Lisa Rinna, who didn't change her hair for a very long time. So they must go to the same person.
They must.
There's
They
one
must.
person who does that hairstyle.
Yeah.
And they go to her. We'll have to get Lisa Rinna on Christine Lardy in space.
Yeah, she'll have to be a guest star. She can play the space station.
She can play her sister.
No.
Maybe sisters, because all sisters have the same hair.
No. They can, I think Lisa Rinna should play the escape module so that when she lands on a planet, she's cushioned by her lips.
Oh my God. The ones on her face? Or...
She had the other ones done as well.
Oh my God. I was actually listening
While
to...
you're there with the needle. Harry says it's getting a little loose.
I was listening to Titting About with Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders. And Jennifer Saunders was saying that her top lip is getting so wrinkled, she should just have the bottom lips put up to the top because they're less wrinkly. So it must be able to happen.
Must, I guess.
I don't know what's happening with this podcast. We should leave.
We should stop. We should celebrate the spirit of the Christmas princess and
Yay. And get out of here.
we make very little sense, so we can't judge.
No.
At the end of the podcast. Podcast, baby. Almost there. Almost home, you could probably say. You could say. But you won't because of copyright. Copyright. That's a no-no.
We are almost home. What can we look forward to next Mariah Monday?
Next Mariah Monday, more Mariah Monday madness, most likely.
Well, it's
with,
festive. It's the season of
festive.
Mariah.
Yes, with a Christmas melody.
You mean
The film.
film starring only a mean girl,
Yeah,
the
Lacey
affordable
Chalais.
mean girl, Lacey Chalais,
and
Mariah Carey's personal
getting
lighting
top
rig.
billing.
And she
of the
directed
poster.
it. It's her
did.
feature directorial debut.
Yes.
After
So we'll be...
so she directed the fantasy film clip and then immediately went on to make a whole movie.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. She's skilled. She's very skilled.
So there will be a posh synopsis of that.
Excellent.
And I'm sure you will have many things to say.
I will have many things to say about the many renditions of Oh Santa in that film.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I have seen it.
Santa.
Oh,
Santa, why don't you
best.
come and make it mine this
but also,
Christmas?
there are a couple of things that we are making happen. Dancing music.
Make it happen.
So, are you making anything happen?
Am I making? I am.
This festive season.
Because it's festive. I'm watching many Doctor Who Christmas specials for my Adam Richard Has a Theory podcast, which I've just watched The Christmas Invasion, which stars Penelope Wilton from Downton Abbey
Yes, of course.
as the Prime Minister. It's the first David Tennant one, so it's a bit exciting. But yeah, no, that's about all I'm making happen at the moment.
That's good.
What is happening in the
few
world
things.
of possible Prince X?
My goodness. I mean, the Christmas songs are out. I think I was a
believe-
day early last time.
I can't believe you've Christmasized yourself.
I have. I mean, you can't spend this much time in Mariah's world and not feel festive.
No.
The album is out and getting listened to, which is amazing. So keep
Great.
streaming, please. And then I can also announce that I have some shows coming up. Just a little show called A Monster Is Announced, which is sort of a murder mystery meets hacks. That's how I'm... It's just essentially me, everyone comes to my island, as they do, and everyone keeps dropping dead, and I won't help them until I force them all to listen to my songs. I just insist. I will help you in a minute, Sharon. I just let me sing a little bit of Beautiful Femboy.
Based on the Agatha Christie story of the same name.
Loosely. Kind of like how my Posh synopsis was loosely based on The Christmas Princess by Mariah Carey. And so I'll be performing in Melbourne for Midsummer at the Butterfly Club, 6th to the 11th of Feb at 7 p.m.
Yep.
And at the Adelaide Fringe Festival at Gluttony in the Lark, the 21st to the 26th of Feb at 10 p.m. A little late night, sexy slot. Thank you very much.
Right.
And tickets are on sale right now.
Oh, so possibleprincex.com?
I will put them on there. But if you go onto my link tree,
your link
it's all
tree,
on there, which is on my Instagram, the Possible Princess Instagram. Has my link tree with the ticket.
Possible Princess website where you can get the album links. And
things. And the vinyls.
So
I've been making a lot happen.
And the Christmas festivities.
Oh, yeah.
It's all
there. I think I'm done now for the year.
Oh, I think you are well and truly done.
I really am.
Michaela Angela Davis is coming for you with a fork.
It's like, you are done. Stop. I
heard
like
a sausage.
No.
Prick, prick, prick.
Well, I could go a sausage, actually. That sounds nice. It's an onion.
Yes, it's this time of year. Let's go to Bunnings.
It is. Yeah, go on. You'll be here in a couple of weeks. We'll go.
Yeah, I will.
We love a festive sausage and a moist tree stump.
Stop with oh my God. Enough. I'm exhausted. All right. Next Mariah Monday, the delights of a Christmas melody. Oh.
Yes. And I'm very sorry for this whole episode.
Bye, Lamely.
Bye.